A lot of people, including myself, were skeptical whether this day would ever come. A lot of chat online, do they exist? Apparently they do. Never done an unboxing video or watched an unboxing video in my life. This isn't that. This is a game of does it fit? Okay, I'll do a proper review later on. Does it fit? Obviously my hands. These are light. They must be missing something. Yes. Some assembly required, apparently. Interesting. Right, well, I'm going to pause this, assemble them, and I'll be back. Right, well, there's no instructions, so I'm going to take a stab, pun not intended, as to what I've got here. It looks like I've got light lining. I don't remember ordering this. I have it. These are just foam, basically. I presume that's what the training is. And heavy lining, these are plastic and, I'm presuming, given that it's Dario, non-Newtonian, not whatever it's called, viscoelastic stuff. It looks like it is. There, that can't be right. I must need both. Confused, pausing again. Okay, it looks like there are two interchangeable linings for the gloves. That's my guess, right? Gloves themselves, if I put them on right now, you would not trust your fingers in these. These are more or less just a few hard plates, whatever happens to be. So I'm going with a heavy lining for obvious reasons. Seems to be just put it on your hand, shove it in. All right. A little stiff. No stiffer than other new gloves I've had in the past. Decent side of finger protection. So I wasn't going to do this. And relatively straightforward. Just see, no instructions, but just shove your hand in one, shove your hand in the other. Cool. Can't do it with the gloves still on. The thing I'm doing right now is that there are plastic finger protector tips in. I'm getting on my fingers first. Learning this live. Ugh. I wonder if these linings are washable. Be good if they are, because my gloves get smelly. Okay, cool. Gloves. Now, game is, do they fit me? A bit tight. Maybe I could have gone a size up, but they fit. These are mediums, so I've got fairly average man. Anyway, do they fit longsword? Obvious. Yes. Where we go from biggest to smallest. Do they fit my messer? Yep. Nice, comfortable thumb grip on a messer. Got a fairly short handled messer. No problems there, no problems holding it. Arming sword. Hammer grip, fine. I'd be very surprised if I had issues with any of these. Because I can space heavy those. Right, let's get a bit smaller, shall we? This is the one that most people will care about, or a lot of people will care about. Side sword. Fits better than a red dragon does, frankly. Yeah, no problems for that. Another one that a lot of people will care about, this is another important one. Does it fit a Saber? Yes, I can even actually thumb grip it. Not that I tend to use a thumb grip, but Can if you want to. Fits nicely, no problems in the glove. Again, this is lower profile than a dragon. This is a Virginia Saber, not the largest of cups by any chance. Fits nicely, perfectly fine. Right, this is the bonus round. Things that you wouldn't really bother trying to fit them in. Dagger. Actually, yes. Fine. Like, it's less of a fit than a leather glove. But even with this, I can thumb here. Fits comfortably in my hand. No issues. It's not even like I've wedged it in or anything like that, right? It's just straight there. To go with my dagger. Cut-hilted rapier. Again, no problem. Plenty of room. Once again, probably if I was doing just rapier, wouldn't do it because it's still a bit bulkier than a light glove, but it fits. For instance, if I was doing rapier against longsword. Speaking of mixed weapons, my favourite. Small sword. This is a Korean small sword with a giant handle. No problem there. Definitely a loss of dexterity compared to a light glove, right? I can't easily do that, but you know, compare it to a leather glove. Finally, an actually roughly correctly sized small sword. Bit tight in the knuckle bow. Like it is fine. I can use it. It's not super comfortable. But again, if I was doing longsword versus small sword, which I've been known to do, I wouldn't want to use a light glove, and this would be fine. So I certainly wouldn't replace my small sword gloves with these, because that would be stupid. But for mixed weapons, it would be good. So, do they fit? Every weapon I've got, they fit. These are pretty comfortable. They are a little tight on the knuckles right now. I've never seen a brand new HEMA glove that isn't tight. I have no idea whether their protection is sufficient because I haven't fenced with it. As you see, I literally they arrived, well, 8 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago, but so far so good. Now the real question is, can I turn off the video without taking the gloves off? We'll find out. No. Bonus content, I'm back. I forgot that I have the longsword things, so I've put one on this one already. This is the so-called badass longsword design for a bit of extra longsword protection. Let's face it, doesn't look as cool, but it seems to work relatively straightforwardly. Again, glove on. Ooh, let's see if I can do it with keeping this on. Probably not. Just kind of slide your hand in. This would be way easier to take the glove. But it's kind of interesting whether I can do it with the glove on. There you go, slide it in like that. Done something weird. That's not far enough back. Slide that over my thumb. Probably done it correctly. There are no instructions in the box, which, you know, maybe Dario will come up with something, because it's not quite obvious enough without. Right, so with the longsword badass. Of course, my longsword is now on the bottom of a heap of swords. You don't really lose a lot of dexterity from it, to be honest. Doesn't look cool, which is of course the most important thing. Especially the thumb. It's bit weird, but still way more dexterous, at least on the face of it, than anything else that I owned. So, 2 kind of blurry thumbs up so far. Proper review will come in future.